TIFU and accidentally created a mail bomb at work. As someone who just works at my job, I wanted to help improve communication between departments. So, I attempted to set up a filter in Mozilla Thunderbird to forward certain emails to our IT department. I thought I had the filter set up correctly, with the basic rule being, if the subject of the email contains the word role, forward it to IT. But I was wrong. The next day, I received a call at home from my manager saying that our mail servers were completely full and not functioning properly. It turns out that every email I sent contained the word role in the subject line, triggering the filter and causing the email to be forwarded to IT. This resulted in a never-ending chain of forwarded messages and a congested server, aka I accidentally created a mail bomb. Needless to say, it was a pretty embarrassing and frustrating situation. I learned my lesson and will be more careful in the future when setting up filters. Here is a sample of a subject line. I thought you meant you accidentally filled a 2-liter with Drano and aluminum foil to make a mailbox bomb. Don't do this, kids. It's a genius way to turn your hands into spaghetti, and in this it isn't up to the mailbox user if they press charges. It's up to the government because it's their property. You need to post this over in the IT subreddit. Lol. Oops on your part. Turn this into a LPT. Don't test proven automation in production. Sounds a lot like mine. My first IT job consisted of taking over support of a series of Excel workbooks that had a bunch of VBA macros in them that would self-replicate and auto-send to a series of email addresses for payroll clerks to fill out and send back. Archaic. Yes. Anyway, me being the 20-something I was, needed to test the functionality, so I kicked that thing off about 6 or 8 times. Unfortunately, the person who initially developed the scripts used the corporate-wide all-email account. Plus the file itself was about 5 megabytes in size. There were close to 12K corporate email accounts at that time, so the Exchange server got inundated trying to send 12K 5 megabytes files 6 or 8 times over. My boss got a phone call, looked over at me with a smile, did a bunch of yeah, ox, then hung up and said don't do that again and change the email account in the script. I didn't get in more trouble, but I remember telling him that I was sorry. I didn't know, and that I really needed the job. Looking back, it was pretty funny, but it wasn't at the time. Anybody else work for Microsoft in the late 90s and remember Babel? Someone sent a test email to the entire global address book, and people started replying all asking why they were getting this email. Then others replied all to stop replying all. Brought the entire email server down for the rest of the day. There were t-shirts made from the email string, but I unfortunately wasn't able to get one. Fun times. Indeed. I'm cracking up at the opening line. As someone who just works at my job, it just seems worded funny. Always have a change management plan with both testing and emergency rollback components. It doesn't have to be written out. You could just have it as part of workflow. But if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. I did the same. I created a loop. The target of my mail sent a NDA with my complete mail because it exceeded the attachment size, which I forwarded to get another NDA with exceeding attachment. Took the whole branch access down. Bad part of the story. It was Lotus Notes I had to clean up. To be honest, this is a pretty common thing that IT departments configure the mail servers to stop. If you fancy a fun example, you can accidentally deadlock some systems without that rule when an auto-reply ticketing system replies to another auto-reply ticket system and they just keep replying to say please don't reply to this inbox. GIF. Speaking as a harassed IT professional, if someone started auto-forwarding mail your team, I would swiftly follow up with an inbox rule to delete anything from that person on arrival. Man, you sure Rick rolled them. Dude, that's worthy of the register. That's why you test things before deploying. GIF. And this is why change control is a thing. You reinvented the Melissa virus.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.